cell phones on vibrate and welcome to the stage Doug Simon and Bud Davenport.
Welcome to Gutenberg! Gutenberg the musical! My name is Doug Simon and I am from Nutley, New Jersey.
And I'm Mr. Bud Davenport, also hailing from Nutley, New Jersey.
And we have written a musical.
Oh my God! I'm so excited.
And tonight we are going to present that musical to all of you for the first time.
But hopefully not the last time.
No. With any luck, we will be taking this show to Broadway.
Our nation's capital.
Now, you're probably sitting there thinking to yourself, isn't this Broadway?
Kind of. As you may have noticed, we are on the weird side of 7th Avenue. But Jones Theater's a real honest-to-God Broadway theater.
Yes, and so many great shows have played.
So many. Captain Applejack.
Knickknacks of
Make way for
1926,
Lucia.
The Bishop, Miss
I Kill the Cow.
and of course, the Respectful Prostitute.
Of course. But unlike most of those shows, we are only here for, well, one night.
Yes, it turns out that Broadway theaters are a lot like tandem bicycles. You can rent them
For a lot of money.
so much.
Yes, luckily, I have an uncle who recently started hang gliding and then recently stopped hang gliding.
But it was very quick and he didn't suffer, and that's exactly how I
Yes, but left us some money and we used, well, all of it to rent this theater for one night only.
Plus parking.
We could not find street park.
Also, I sold my parents' house.
Yes.
So,
Yes. So we really need this to go well tonight.
yes, it has to.
Because with us in the audience, Ernesto La Luce, por favor, gracias, are some very big Broadway producers.
Yes. Chances are, if you don't know the person sitting next to you, they are probably a Broadway producer.
So tell them to produce our show.
Yes.
Please.
Now, before we get started, we do want to be professional, so first, a few introductions.
Over here with the fancy instruments, please welcome Middlesex, New Jersey's premier wedding band, the Middlesex Six.
We can only afford 3 of them.
Yes, but they are professional musicians. Hit it, Charles.
If they play with one more note, you have to pay for that song.
And we literally have no more money.
And now, Gutenberg the musical. Now, writing a musical isn't easy,
Hats off to you, Elton John.
but we did it. I wrote what's called the book of the musical.
The script.
Yes,
And I wrote the music.
the score.
And the song.
Oh, beautiful song.
Thanks, Doug. Hey, look at me. Thanks, Doug. And the lyrics. Well, we wrote those
Together. Now, you're probably sitting there thinking to yourself, okay, so you wrote a show, but what is it about?
I don't know, Doug. You wrote the script. You tell us.
I will. It's about Johann Gutenberg.
Who's he?
Well, he's the guy who invented the printing.
And then printed up a bunch of copies of the Bible.
Yes, but what else did he do?
Well, we did some research to find out.
Google. He typed in Johann Gutenberg and he turned out the first thing he found. So read it, bud.
Gutenberg, Johann, German printer, born around the year 1400. Detailed record of his life and work are scant.
And clearly research wasn't going to help us.
So we took a different approach. Historical fiction. What is historical? It's fiction that's true.
Now, normally when you go see a hit Broadway musical, you expect to see a lot of amazing things. Things like animal puppets,
Turntables,
flying cars, and flying car pets.
and so many people pretending to be pop stars.
Well, this show has a bunch of that stuff too, but for tonight, you're gonna have to use your imagination to see it. For example, Bud, where are you going?
Who, me? Me, Doug? Me? I'm not going anywhere. I'm just on a turntable.
Imagination! What you're about to see tonight is what we call a reading of a musical.
But what is a reading of a musical, Doug?
Does it mean we're going to print out copies of the script so you can read it?
No.
No! What it means is that there's no set, no costumes, just a few props, and every light we could rent from dancepartydjsofnewark.com. And also, there's no cast.
Just me and Doug.
That's right, we're going to sing all the songs and play all the parts and give you some help to understand the potential of what we have written.
I think the key word here is potential.
I also like the word help.
Yeah, there are an awful lot of characters in our show.
How are we going to differentiate?
Great question, Doug. Great question, Doug. By using these hats, 7, 8. Oh my God.
Bud spent 3 days in the FedEx Kinko's.
Oh, that was insane.
But is this insane? Because when I wear this hat, I'm a boot black.
And I'm a woman.
Yes, but only for tonight, because in an actual production, we would never cast a straight white man as a woman.
Representation matters.
Now, you will see that our show takes place in olden times, so many of our characters will talk like this.
Cheerio, and
Can I help you carry your bargain?
many of the characters in our show cannot read.
Of course, all of that changes with the climactic invention of the printing press! Now, before we get started, we do want to talk to you all about something pretty serious, and that's anti-Semitism. Every important musical has to tackle at least one serious issue.
Like racism,
Homophobia.
or man with half a face.
Our show takes place in Germany, so our serious issue is anti-Semitism.
History tells us Germans do not like Jews.
Well, not all Germans, but most Germans.
These days, it seems like it may not just be Germans.
And that hatred is in this show. Because it makes our show important. Gutenberg the musical!
Lights rise on the squalid, stinky bedroom of a friend of Gutenberg.
The roof is made of dirty thatch. In the corner, there are rats gnawing on stinky cheese. And lying absolutely still in the middle of the room, without moving, is a dead baby.
Gutenberg's friend and a doctor examine the dead baby.
We've done all we could. Your baby is dead.
Dead? But I gave him this medicine.
That main medicine. Them's jelly beans.
Jelly beans? But I...
Oh, if only you could read. See ya. Jelly beans.
No medicine.
Only I could read. My son, he wouldn't need an allergy. Stupid beans! Not
alphabet. Oh God, here in this jar, I can't read what these are. Damn
Hey, friend! Is there anything Johann Gutenberg can do?
Can you bring a dead baby back to life?
I don't think so. Friend of Gutenberg sobs like a woman. He cradles his dead baby in his illiterate arms. Blackout! Act 1, Scene 1. Schlimmer, Germany. A German town filled with German things, like sausages and short pants. Gutenberg walks down the dirt streets of this medieval burg and encounters a woman and her daughter on the way to market. They're carrying kraut, sour kraut.
Good morning, Mr. Gutenberg.
Call me Johann Gutenberg. It's Gutenberg. How are you today, little girl?
As happy as I can be, considering I can't read.
Gutenberg ponders this as another woman throws open her shutters to greet the morning. She empties her stinky chamber pot, and the streets of Schlimmer become alive. Not alive like a monster, but alive like a town.
It's nice to live in medieval Germany, in the beautiful town of Schlimmer. We all get along in perfect harmony.
I'm a beef fat trimmer. Hi! The beef comes in all white with fat. It leaves a good bit slimmer. We just crunch coming home from the ball in the beautiful town of Schlimmer. Hey, Gutenberg, you got any wine?
You're the wine press. Tell us where the wine is.
Yeah, is it over here?
It's not over here.
Hey, guys, my wine isn't the answer to all of your problems.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, drinking your wine is the only thing that makes our terrible lives worth living.
Gutenberg. Not too bad. He's the best chap around and lives in this town, so it's Gutenberg.
Call me Johann.
I like Gutenberg.
Johann.
Oh, Gutenberg.
Hey, it's the boot black.
Shine your Gutenberg.
Sure, boot black.
You're a man in your pride, making friends all the time. Never Gutenberg.
Okay, guys, I gotta be getting back to my wine pressure. Don't you have anything better to do?
No.
Yeah.
It's not like we can read.
Yes, look, wait. You can't read. You can't read. You can't read. Hold on.
You want to say that?
No, I will say it to you.
You son of a-
Stop! I'll kick out! Don't fight. Why don't I buy you a flower from that adorable little flower girl? Yeah.
Here's a pretty posy. I stole it from a Jew. And I don't know anything, because yes, I'm illiterate too.
Schlimmer, my lovely Schlimmer, you are the best darn town in Germany.
Right, let's bring it home. So, yes.
I'm the pride of Schlimmer.
He's the pride of Schlimmer.
That was our opening number.
And our prologue.
Yes, we just want to give you a sense of the world of Schlimmer.
It's a tiny
Oh,
town.
it's a tiny town. The type of town you might hear about on a podcast or a Netflix documentary.
True crime.
Yes, yes. The type of town where everyone's friendly, but also suspicious. So you might hear something like this.
Why, if it isn't my good friend, Doug Simon, stop by for a shave and a haircut.
I sure am, Bob. I brought you a gift. It's a cupcake.
Oh, wow, how thoughtful. This cupcake is poison.
I can't stop killing. So as you can see, anything can happen in Schlimmer. And now we start the story. Scene 2, Gutenberg's wine press shop. The roof is made of dirty thatch, and the shelves are lined with old wine bottles. We meet Helvetica, a German girl who's beautiful, but doesn't know it. She stands in a bucket, stomping on grapes. Gutenberg enters.
Gutenberg!
Man, I love this town.
I love you.
There's an extremely awkward pause. Have you seen my dream journal? I had an amazing dream last night and I want to turn it into a poem.
A poem? Will you read it to me?
Journals are private.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I almost forgot. Here's a flower.
It's beautiful.
I got it from that horrible anti-Semitic flower girl. Destroyed!
Yes, sir.
There will be no hatred in my shop.
Are you hungry?
Yeah.
Do you want me to bake a lamb for you?
No. But I would like a stew.
Stew? Lamb stew? Right away, sir.
Good girl. I love you.
You love me?
No, I love you. E-W-E, you.
E-W who?
You.
Me?
Stew. Female lamb stew.
I don't understand.
Why can no one in this town read?
We have nothing to read.
I see. That is the problem. If you need me, I'll be in my wine press room, pressing wine.
Here's your stew. I made it hot and ready.
Thank you, Barbara, Helvetica. You know, I couldn't make it without you. The wine, I mean.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Wonderful, sir. I watch him working at his press. I watch him make his wine. I stop the grapes and dream about the day I'll make it mine. But I know that day will never come, 'cause I am too obtuse. I'm just too dumb to understand anything but this grape juice. And I can't read. I can't read him. He's all Greek to me. And I still need him. Like a grape that needs a squeeze. His brain is bigger than my brain. He can spell and count real good. And meanwhile, I can't count at all. And I don't think I should. 'Cause I was raised to milk a cow and sit upon a stool. And cows, they never ask you much. No wonder I'm a fool. Also, there's no school. And I am dumb. I am dumbstruck. That says my name. Helvetica. Gummistiefel. Helvetica Gummistiefel. It's been my name since birth, but there's one name I traded for on this flat planet Earth. So I'll stay here in my bucket, and one day I'll be Helvetica Gutenberg. Just you wait and see.
Bud sing that song was in a TGI Fridays, and they sent us a free dessert.
I'm lactose intolerant.
Anyway, that was the love ballad.
But what is a love ballad, Doug?
Well, people like me and Bud call a song like that an I want song, because Helvetica wants Gutenberg.
But the question is, does Gutenberg know that?
I don't think so.
How could he not?
Now, you're probably sitting there thinking to yourself, did Helvetica really exist?
Probably.
Yeah. History tells us that in older times there were a lot of poor wenches. So chances are if Helvetica did exist, Gutenberg probably knew her.
Also, her name is a font.
And these days we don't name fonts after anybody.
No, not even Oprah. And Oprah is beloved.
Now, it's time to meet the bad guys. Monk and his henchman, young Monk.
Watch out.
Scene 3. The church on the hill, where the town monk works. The roof is made of dirty thatch. In this corner, there's a giant Bible. And on this wall, there's a velvet painting of Jesus crying. Monk, an evil man who hates God, sits at his desk sharpening pencils. He's very good at it.
His henchman, young Monk, enters. Oh, Monk, look! I found the cat in the alley. Give him to me. Ooh, pretty kitty. I shall name you Satan. Young Monk, what are you doing over there by that Bible?
Well, I'm just teaching myself how to read. In the beginning.
Get him, Satan! See what happens when you try to learn how to read, young monk? Now let's try this again. Young monk, what are you doing over there by that Bible? Nothing! That's right. As long as I'm the monk in this town, no one is going to learn how to read. That way, the Bible says whatever I says, it says. Unless, of course, someone were to make a machine that prints books and then printed up a mess of copies of the Bible and then distributed them to the masses. So I think Satan. Oh, no. I don't want to hurt Satan. I love Satan. Yes, I do. I love Satan. You're such a bad monk. Yes, I am. When I was a young monk, I tried to feed the poor. I prayed to Jesus, I helped the lame, but I always wanted more. God said, be meek and be weak and be good. But then I met the devil in a haunted German wood. That sounds scary. Not scary enough, young monk. Give me some fog. Yes, sir. The devil was a lady. He looked just like my mom. I sucked my thumb. He said, you're so small, I can make you a man. Then he threw me in the dirt, and he slapped me with both hands. Haunted German wood, haunted German wood. I saw myself the power in that haunted German wood. This ain't wrong, why is it wrong? We shouldn't be sinning. But just like the Bible says, ain't no beginning. Worship Satan. Cause if you don't, then we just wasted like an awful lot of time in that haunted German wood. Haunted German wood. Haunted German wood. You're haunted and you're German. You haunted German. Haunted German, haunted German wood. Haunted German wood. Now it is the devil's turn. I see one. I'll have it burned. Now always treasure what I learned in that haunted German. Well, in his defense, he was tricked by the devil.
Well, we all get tricked by the devil sometimes.
My dad got tricked by the devil. Cheated on my mom with a bank teller.
A really pretty bank teller.
Yes. Yeah. What? Yes. My parents are still together, though.
Marriage! Now, we hate Monk, and we hope you do too. But we want you to hate him for a reason.
Yes, you can't just say that a character's evil. You need to know why he's evil.
Yeah, that's why we had him worshiping Satan.
It's called character development. Now, I think I may have heard Monk saying something about how he didn't want a person to make a machine that prints books.
Well, uh-oh. Because guess who's about to make a machine that prints books? Scene 4.
Gutenberg's wine press shop is very late at night. The clock on the wall says like 2 a.m. probably. Gutenberg is working at his press.
I need a break. When I'm at my press, I like to leave my body, let my mind roam free. Think about my day. Somebody died, somebody cried, somebody lied. I ate stew. And yet, there's the pain of something niggling at my head. I can't forget, and yet I can't remember what the people of Schlimmer said.
I cannot read.
I cannot read.
I cannot read.
I hate you.
Yes, I hear you, townspeople. I understand you. I feel you inside me. And I've got to do something. Here, I'll take this clock. What can this be? Can this clock ever teach people to read? No, it cannot. It goes in the trash. Wait, there might be something cool in the trash. It's just an old break. That's not what I need. Breaks are completely useless. No! Schlimmer must read. But what can I do? All I got's this grape juice press. Wait a minute. This grape juice press. I'm gonna take this press and make it press some words. I'm gonna take this press, though I know it sounds absurd. I'm gonna take the grapes out, put letters in, put letters where their grapes have been. I'm gonna take this press and make it press some words.
And so Gutenberg were long into the night, making history to that boogie woogie beat. You go on, Johann Gutenberg. You invent that printing press for all of us. Woo.
It's the first printing press in history. It's gonna print out books for you and me. It's a printing press and it's gonna print some words.
Well, that's how answers.
Gutenberg!
Look what I invented!
What is it?
The printing press!
It's wonderful. Shall we toast?
No!
Oh!
Silly girl! We don't make wine anymore. We make words.
Words!
Words! Now that I'm done, get ready to read.
important moment in history to music.
Well, you did a great job.
Well, you wrote me a great story.
This is awesome. We're doing it. I'm gonna go off script for a second.
Hey, do it. Go off script.
I'm gonna go off script for a second. So when I'm singing that song, I'm singing about this giant moment for Gutenberg, but I'm thinking about, you know what I'm thinking about?
I have no idea. I don't want to guess.
They have a miracle.
Miracle. Oh.
Bud brought a dead lady back to life.
No.
Yes, yes he did. Here's what happened. Okay, so Bud and I used to work in a nursing home.
We still do.
Yes. And we would do these lip sync concerts for people in wheelchairs.
They are such a great audience.
Yeah, it was mostly classics. It was like, you know, like Frank Sinatra, James Brown, Cynthia Lauper.
You know, but sometimes we take requests.
Yeah. So this one day, from the back of the room, this poker named Fran McAllister.
Wait, Doc, they have no idea what a poker is. Tell them what a poker is.
Oh, sorry. Okay, so in nursing home lingo, we call someone a poker if you have to poke her to make sure she's still alive.
So Fran McAllister was our oldest poker.
Yeah, she hadn't said a word in like over a year, and she would just sit in her wheelchair, and she would sort of grip the arms, her face was sort of frozen. Yeah.
Sort of just like praying for death.
Yeah. So one day, we're asking for requests, and this voice from the back of the room that sounds like, it sounds like it's from like the pits of hell. Don't cry, Frenchie. It was Fran McAllister.
Guys, I thought she was possessed by the devil.
I still think she might have been. I still do. But here she was. She's asking for a song. So I looked it up. So I look up Don't Cry Frenchie, and it turns out it's from World War I.
The original.
Yeah. So needless to say, we don't have a lip sync track for Don't Cry Frenchie, and even if we did.
It was probably racist.
Most old songs are racist. So here we are, about to tell this old woman who has no hope left that we can't do a lip sync to her favorite ancient racist song. When then, all of a sudden, this guy starts singing.
I have no idea what happened. It just came over.
He just makes up a song. You know what to sing the song?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes, come on.
No, I
Ryan, you want to hear the song? You be Bud, I'll be Fran McAllister.
Okay, but only because you guys twisted my arm.
Please don't cry, my little Frenchie, please don't cry. Don't you worry, little Frenchie, you won't die.
Well, not today. Because we're here from the USA.
USA! USA!
She stood up, out of her chair. Bud healed her. His music healed her. Briefly. Yeah, she died 2 days later. But she died happy. And it was all because of Bud. No, yes, he's being modest, but he's being honest.
No, it wasn't a miracle.
Well, it was a miracle to me because, I don't know, after Bud made up that song, it just felt like, things were going to change. And they weren't just going to change, but they were going to get better for both of us.
And now look at us. We wrote a musical. Not even Johann Gutenberg could do that.
Well, he never tried. And they hadn't invented pianos yet. Let me go back to the script.
Hey, do it. Go back on the script.
Now, you're probably sitting there thinking to yourself, wait a minute, a wine presser invented the printing press?
Makes sense. He was familiar with pressing things.
And what's the difference between a wine press and a printing press? One makes you drink, the other makes you think.
That was almost a lyric.
I still think it should have been.
Now. Gutenberg is amazing. But unless I'm crazy, he's not the only character in our show.
You're not crazy. Scene 5.
The streets of Schlimmer. The sky is sad, and the air smells like trash. Young monk is walking in the rain.
Just dumb to understand why he treats me like a dog, and like a dog. I can't read, but if I could read, I could talk. Why can't someone teach me how to
Young monk enters Boot Black's workshop. Dangle, dangle, dangle! Young monk!
Hello, Boot Black. I bought another pencil.
And I've got a big pair of boot tongs. Allow me to remove it.
Thanks, Boot Black.
Young monk, this is the third pencil this week.
I know. Monk has created a hostile work environment.
Why don't you leave?
Great benefits. Plus, I think I can change him. He's like a tiny seedling that just needs the water of me. With a little bit of luck, that me water will help him grow into a giant tree that doesn't throw pencils at me.
Oh, young monk, don't cry. Don't cry. I know what will cheer you up. Have a biscuit.
Biscuits, biscuits, I want you deep inside of me, biscuits.
Every medieval bootblack knows when you're feeling bad, there are only two cures: leeches and biscuits.
Put them in an oven and then I say sweet, put them in a tummy and go to eat, put them on a shelf and they're out of reach, biscuits.
They taste really yummy every time I
They
pour.
taste really yummy but also full.
Taste really yummy and I want some more.
We're not too poor to eat biscuits, biscuits. I want you deep inside of me, biscuits, biscuits. One, two, down, wait, wait, lion taming. Wait, wait, cannonball.
And now, for our final act, I will throw this biscuit into that man's hat.
No! Biscuit!
You can hear this squeezing in there. You can hear this going on in there. You can hear this somewhere out there.
Biscuits! That number will be very polished when you see it on Broadway. Super clean. Now, I know what you're all thinking. I know what you're thinking. That song was under-rehearsed and had nothing to do with anything. So what are we doing?
Our show isn't about biscuits.
No. But people like me and Bud call a song like that a charm song.
Well, why do we need a charm song, huh?
Well, a charm song gives the audience a break from watching the stuff they actually care about.
Also, a charm song can help you get a really famous person to play a really tiny role. For instance, one day, in the role of young monk, we are hoping to land none other than Mr. Timothy Chalamet.
And that's not how I thought you pronounced either of those words.
Now, Gutenberg Gutenberg just invented the printing press, but nobody knows that yet. Scene 6, the Schlimmer Market, a stinky place filled with rotting fruit, dead bodies, and antiques.
Rumors about Gutenberg spread like the plague.
Hey, fat trimmer, see you talking to me.
I just can't seem to chop off these beats. 4 more steaks and I'll finish the herd.
Well, then take a break and tell me what's the word. What's the word? What's the word?
Well, I shouldn't say this, but late last night in the wine press shop, there was a line. It was Gutenberg at the window pane. He was working, he was sweating, he was shouting his name. Now, I wouldn't bet money, but I think it's true that our wine pressing friend is making something new.
Oh, really?
You didn't hear from me, I'm just a beef fat trimmer trimming fat off the beef.
What's the word? What's the word?
A woman goes to buy some cheese.
Hey there.
I'm milking a cow.
Do you really have to milk that cow right now? I got hot gossip and it just won't in. Gutenberg didn't get much sleep last night.
Not wrong.
He might be working on something shady, or he might be working on a special lady.
Oh, a special lady, I wish it were me. I'm very attracted to Mr. P. He's got great puns and he's got great facts. I'll be heartbroken if he's having sex without me.
I see.
It can't be.
What's the word? What's the word? Another place was spreading in the field.
Well, have you heard what they're saying, Mr. Gutenberg's got a girl and he might have kissed her. There's just one problem. It wasn't me. There's some other cow in town giving milk for free. Mr. G stepping out with some pretty miss. I'm gonna tell the whole town she's got syphilis. You wanna go and spread that rumor?
Maybe, but first I've got to bury my dead baby.
Well, that's horrible.
It happens. What's the word? What's the word? Another man buying the bus.
Hey there, man, I see you're buying some fruit. Have you heard the word about our friend Gutenberg? It seems he's done something great, but all we know for certain is he was a plate. It's mine.
Say no more, my childish friend. I'll find out how this rumor ends. I'll head on over to the wine press shop. I think he's up to something now there.
Now make it stop.
Wasn't it fun to catch up with all of our townspeople again?
See, this show has a huge cast.
Huge.
And when a musical has that many actors backstage, you have to use them or they get cranky.
Speaking of cranky, looks like Monk is headed over to Gutenberg's wine press shop to see what Gutenberg's been up to. And just like old wine, the plot thickens. Thank you. Scene 7, Gutenberg's wine press shop.
Helvetica is crying in her bucket.
Monk enters. Knock, knock, knock. Anybody home?
This is not a home.
I'm just here to pick up some wine. Church wine for the church.
We don't make wine, not anymore.
Well, well, well. You must be Helvetica.
How did you know my name?
I'm a monk. I know everything.
Everything?
Everything.
So you know I love Gutenberg?
I did not know that. Until now. Now I know everything.
So you know Gutenberg invented the printing press?
What? No! Who invented the printing press?
Johann Gutenberg?
Johann Gutenberg invented the printing press. What year is this?
1450?
Johann Gutenberg invented the printing press in the year 1450.
Yes, and it's right over there.
Well, we'll just see about that. You know what I think? No. I think you're gonna destroy that there printing press.
Why?
Because you don't make one anymore. What use does Gutenberg have for you?
I don't know.
Poor Helvetica. You made one, probably about 1,000,000 times. You dumb German wench. You fool. What is that you're stomping on? Let me take a guess. There's great juice on your dress. Isn't it time to stop the press?
You mean destroy Gutenberg's printing press?
That's right, Helvetica. The only thing standing between you and Gutenberg is that there printing press. Stop the press. You gotta stop the press or the press is stopping. Stop the press. You can get it back if you give it a chop. You stop this ready for wine. Now stop them off this time. You got to stop the.
Please don't shout. I'm in this bucket. I'll get out. If I smash his press, he'll cry and I.
If you're not there to dry his eyes.
I'll feel his caress. We'll be together. Maybe it's time to snap the press.
Stop the press. We can stop the press with a simple pencil. Stop the press.
I know I'm gonna give up, but I'm feeling tense. Will Gutenberg be mad? Gutenberg be glad?
Sure.
I've got to stop the
Stop the press.
Okay, I'll do it. Stop the press. I know I can. Stop the press. Please don't rush me. Stop the press. I love the man.
And you stop press.
Stop the press.
No meaning in the stop the press. You gotta learn it. We don't have to know. Got to stop the.
I love you, Gutenberg.
Got to stop the.
This is for our future.
Got to stop the.
What have I done?
My bidding.
Language! I'm sorry, but Monk and Helvetica just destroyed Gutenberg's printing press. Think about that for a second.
Can I just say something? Can I say something? I want to say something. History doesn't always happen the way we think.
No, history is not like it always says in the so-called history books. Also, this might not have happened.
But it could have.
Yes. See, we realized that after Gutenberg invented the printing press, there was no more story.
So, we destroyed it.
And now, anything can happen.
And what's about to happen is the big Act 1 finale. Now, as many of you already know, every hit Broadway musical must end its first act with a soaring anthem that twin girls will eventually struggle to sing in the shower.
Which is why we're about to send you rocking to the restroom.
Elderly patrons may wish to turn down their hearing devices.
In an actual production, this number would include a gospel choir and lasers.
Scene 8, the rooftops of Schlimmer. Yeah! Gutenberg stands straddling a chimney. Smoke billows up around his face.
When I got out of bed today, history was a lot more boring than I thought in a different way. Now the bird of inspiration soaring. Look at these hands.
also on a roof.
Like a bird who just destroyed a printing press, a bird who's in some serious distress. I don't have wings. That is bad for flying things.
Fox in command!
Don't say can't when you could say can.
Only get one chance to be a star. Tomorrow is tonight. It's a history and future fights.
Tomorrow
Tomorrow
is tonight.
What have I done?
Intermission.
And yes, we played Baby Shark. Now please welcome back to the stage Bud Davenport and Doug Simon.
Okay, so Bud and I were talking during intermission, and we thought you must be sitting there thinking to yourself, I love this show more than any show I have ever seen ever. But who are these guys on stage?
Who are we?
So we thought we would take a second to tell you a little bit about us.
Who are we?
Yes, us or we. Thank you, Helvetica.
That was just a little callback. That was just a little callback.
We can be jokesters sometimes, but we also know when to be serious. So take it.
Okay. I'm Bud Davenport, that you already know. What you may not know, I'm single. I'm 42, and I love to make music.
Look out, ladies.
Yes, I am looking for a wife. Other than Doug.
Sometimes we do act like an old married couple.
You keep telling me you got theater acting. There's theater acting. Why is one never giving your hands out? I wish I was gay. But I'm just not.
That's okay, bud. I am gay. My name is Doug Simon, and I am approaching my early to mid to late 40s. And I live in a studio apartment above a really loud pet store. And I used to have a cat.
Until it died.
Yeah. So, Gutenberg the musical.
Why did we write it?
Great question. Now, it all started a few months after Fran McAllister and Bud's Don't Cry Frenchie miracle.
Yes, it wasn't a miracle, Doug.
Okay, well, Bud was asked to stop being the organist at his church.
Let's say I got bit by the songwriting bug and started to improvise a little bit during the hymn.
His amazing grace was unrecognizable.
Yes, my pastor called it not Christian. An abomination before the Lord.
Needless to say, Bud needed some cheering up, so I said, Bud, why don't we sell your car and buy tickets to a Broadway show?
Now, I had never been to a Broadway show before, but that weekend we saw 3.5.
I got hungry.
Please don't tell us how Hamilton ends. We'll be back.
But after we went to Broadway, something shifted inside of us.
Yeah, like a lunch that's so big, it changes the shape of your body.
Our lip sync concerts weren't enough anymore.
No, we want someone else to pretend to sing. We didn't want to pretend, strike that reverse. We didn't want to pretend to sing someone else's songs anymore. We wanted someone else to pretend to sing our songs.
That's right. Now, we were not successful right away.
No, our first show was Stephen King, the musical. It was every Stephen King book in one show.
And I still think that could work.
Totally, totally. Our second show was all about vampires.
And we learned that musicals about vampires do not work. No, so our next show is an original story about two gentlemen very much like ourselves.
It was achingly autobiographical. I wrote 35 songs about it.
And I wrote lyrics to 12 of them. But then we realized that original stories with original songs, nobody wants that.
No. If your new musical isn't already a book, a movie, or a fairy tale told from the lady's point of view, chances are people are not going to sell their cars to see it.
And you know what? That brings me back to Stephen King the musical, okay? It's one musical, it's every Stephen King book, even Tommy Knockers. I mean, that would run forever.
You gotta let it go, dog.
I don't want to let it go. But Bo was right, I needed to let it go. So we started looking for a different book.
And then we thought to ourselves, why not the very first book?
And that was the Google search that led to the Google search that brought us all here tonight.
Gutenberg, the musical! The second act!
Now, writing the second act of a musical isn't easy.
Hats off to you, Elton John. Yes, many wonderful shows have been destroyed by a horrible second act.
Oh, West Side Story.
Jesus Christ, superstar.
Oklahoma.
Godspell.
Phantom of the Opera.
The Godspell revival.
Oh, it's terrible.
Wonderful shows.
Oh, no, yeah, we love those shows. Yeah, but their second acts are all about ending stuff and wrapping up loose ends.
We like loose ends.
Life is loose ends. That's why we didn't worry about ending our story or wrapping it up in a nice shiny bow.
No, a story's not a present.
A story is nothing like a present. But if it was a present, we would want to give it to you.
Maybe so you could take it to Broadway. Now, where did we leave off with the his story, Cal, tale of Mr. Johann Gutenberg?
Well, at the end of the first act, Monk and Helvetica destroyed Gutenberg's printing press.
But Gutenberg doesn't know that, and Helvetica feels horrible about it.
She made a mistake.
Sometimes, we all make mistakes.
Act 2.
The second prologue.
The streets of Schlimmer. It's early in the morning. So early that the dirt streets are still covered in yesterday's vegetables. The stage is filled with doom, also fog. Boot Black and daughter meet on the street.
Boot Black,
Daughter,
had a bad dream last night.
tell me more.
Gutenberg was sad and crying, it was horrified.
I had that dream too. We had the same dream.
The very same dream.
Then Gutenberg became an eagle and attacked a seagull.
Oh, that's not like my dream.
Eagle,
In
seagull.
my dream, Gutenberg's skin fell off and he became a skeleton. Then he danced and it was scary, but also erotic.
Dreams are weird
And disturbing.
very disconcerting.
Here, I'll do the dance. Sexy, scary.
Now, an eagle is more powerful than a seagull. But in my dream, the seagull had a knife. It was terrifying.
Sexy,
Also, erotic.
This seems bad.
But we can't be too sure. Dreams predict the future. What did these dreams mean? People foreshadowing.
But Doug, what is foreshadowing?
Well, I'll tell you later. Hit it! Act 2, Scene 1. An old-timey bar called the Rusty Gerbil. The roof is made of dirty thatch. The floor is covered in peanut shells. And on this wall, there's a sign that says, "No dancing."
Gutenberg sits at the bar. He is drunk.
I am drunk. I have been drinking wine and mead. And now my face is numb. Drunk! I can't wait till you learn to read.
Do what?
It's not your fault that you're dumb. But thanks to me, you'll soon be smart.
Oh, Gutenberg's drunk.
I am drunk for the last time.
Oh no!
That's right, drunk. After tonight, old Gutenberg's not drinking wine anymore. I'm drinking words.
You can't drink words.
Hang on there, drunk. Words can take on any form or shape.
You got it, Sarah.
Words are like wine from a better grape. Ooh, the grape of your brain. Words are so sweet.
With ice are just neat.
We suffer with both feet. We're gonna get drunk off of words. I'm gonna come home late. I'm gonna think of words. Wine is awfully fine, but really wine is just a word. Words, words, words.
Wait, if we're drinking words, what we gonna eat?
I don't know. Maybe we can eat dreams.
Wow,
I'm gonna get a drink.
that's a great idea.
Hey, what's happening?
Well, Gutenberg's talking about eating dreams and getting drunk off of words.
Well, that sounds stupid.
No, it's not. Words make you feel all tingly inside.
Yeah, but that's what alcohol does.
Yeah, but words do it without the crippling chemical addictions.
Well, that's the part I don't like.
Well, then, proceed. This is a dream. Yes, we should repeat. I gotta get drunk off of words. I wanna start a fight.
I'm gonna fall at words.
Wine is awfully fine, but really wine is just a word.
Words, words, words. Helvetica, enter.
Gutenberg,
What?
I got to say,
Hey.
can I get a second chance?
I know what you're talking about.
I've done something really awful.
Come on, Helvetica. Let's dance.
Dance break.
Whoa, where are you going, lady?
I've never noticed what beautiful arms you have.
It walks.
Eventually, the music slows, and Gutenberg holds Helvetica close. I don't understand.
Wine can make you do crazy things.
Before we danced, you said my name.
Yes, that's because I love you.
Stew, female lamb stew.
No, I mean, yes, but also, I love you. Why? Oh, you.
Why? Oh, me?
Oh, you can't read. You're fired. Firing you is my grape stomper, but I want to hire you as my wife.
I'm sorry! I've done something awful! Helvetica leaves the bar in a tizzy! I'm in a tizzy!
Where are you going? Where are you going?
Second dance break!
The entire company rushes on stage and Gutenberg is sucked into the madness.
Some do wild leaps in the air!
Some do flips.
Some
Gutenberg kept singing about getting drunk off words?
Oh, Doug, does this mean what I think it means?
I don't know, but it's a metaphor.
But Doug, what is a metaphor?
Well, a metaphor is when you say one thing but mean something else, and you're not lying. Now, when we started writing the opening of Act 2, we knew that we wanted Gutenberg to have a lot of fun. And pretty much the funnest thing you could ever do is get drunk.
Doug used to get drunk a lot.
Yeah. My name is Doug Simon, and I was an alcoholic for one summer.
He slept in my yard.
And I learned that being an alcoholic, it's expensive. Now, not only was that song about Gutenberg drinking delicious alcohol, we also saw Helvetica in that number, and I'm pretty sure Gutenberg said he loved her, and then she just ran off. I wonder where she went. Scene 2, the church on the hill. Monk has been hearing confession from that awful flower girl, and they are having way too much fun.
Okay, you are forgiven, flower girl. Now go and sin some more.
Oh, I wish you were my dad.
Aww. Flower girl exits. Helvetica enters.
Hey, Monk, Gutenberg's printing press. We gotta fix it.
Poor Helvetica. I'm afraid the Bible says there are no second chances.
It does.
Yes, towards the end. Young Monk enters.
Mr. Monk! Mr. Gutenberg, he's here to see you! He's here to rescue me.
Foolish wench! You have lured my nemesis directly into my clutches. Young Monk, take her back and lock her in the tower.
What? Why?
Because I said so.
You're such a bad monk!
You have no idea.
I have some idea.
Young Monk exits. Gutenberg enters.
Hey! Nice church.
Well. You must be Gutenberg.
Correct Mundo, but you can call me Johann. Johann Gutenberg.
Tell me, Miss Johann, what brings you to my church on a hill?
This big Bible. You see, last night I invented the printing press.
Oh, really?
Yeah, now I want to print the Bible with it. I'm going to call it the Gutenberg Bible.
He must not know the printing press has been destroyed. Perhaps I can turn him to the monk side. Tell me, Mr. Jan Gutenberg, have you ever thought about working for the church?
I did once. It seemed pretty boring.
No, Mr. Jan Gutenberg. Monking is power. Monk with me. Good. I think you'll like it. I've got a cat.
Aww.
Plus there's food. Delicious loaves and fishes. It tastes like.
I don't know if I can stay and dine. Somehow it don't feel right.
Monk with me. Try this song. It's a monk from the Netherlands. It's real silk from China. There's nothing finer. It's worth the price.
The song.
And monk with me, my friend. Yeah, one monk can forget now. Monk with me, my friend.
I'm tempted by this monk lifestyle, but I want something more worthwhile. A world where everyone can read. Can I still do that, monk?
It's better if the world can't read. God is what the people need. I'm saying that God could be we. Oh, Gutenberg, monk with no!
Monk, don't you see? You believe in God, and I believe in stuff. And God and stuff don't mix. It's like bugs and beautiful skin. Plus, let's face it, man, you're a terrible monk.
You better choose your words very carefully, Elder Man.
Words. Words, I almost forgot. Like the words in this Bible.
Yeah.
Words are why I came here. I believe in my words. I believe in my press. I believe in a reading German. Now you want me to monk and throw that away. I think it's time to go.
Do not tell me my ears are tongue. Doors locked, windows closed.
Yes, I am, and I'm taking this big Bible with me. Oh, it feels like goodness. The only thing better than this feeling would be mass producing this feeling.
Give me that Bible! You better get your mind off of words, you Iron Man. Why don't you want to go to heaven?
Heaven, yes, Kim.
Where do you think people go when they die?
I don't know, I guess most people turn into dirt. But some people turn into statues.
Statue?
Yeah, and I want my statue to be me, riding a dragon and nursing a baby.
Oh, no, Iron Man. There are no statues in heaven.
And I don't want to go there.
What? Everybody wants to go to heaven. That's what gives me my power.
Oh, monk, you cannot understand. The world has changed for shame, man. Reading, that's the plan. Your monk ways are old news, and I will never monk away. Hey, monk, I'm taking this Bible, but monk, I hope we can be friends.
Friends? Ridiculous. Impossible. The Bible says a monk shall not have friends. But then again, it would be nice having a buddy I could talk to every now and then. We crack open a little communion wine, maybe watch a joust, maybe bait a bear. Oh, I love to bait a bear. But oh heck, for that to happen, the whole world would have to change. Then again, what if it did? Sean. A world with no more monkey, no heaven and no hell. Where I don't work for Satan, how I hate that sulfur smell. Changes are coming like Johann said, Lord, could I change as well? I'd have no power, but I could. What am I saying? God is my enemy! And being good is the exact opposite of what I want. There is no good in me. There's haunted German wood in me. Ah! And Gutenberg is gonna see the world will mock with me. Hey, Doc. Are my ears playing tricks on me? Or did Monk just sing a little bit of haunted German wood again?
Your ears are perfect. That's called a motif.
But Doug, what is a motif?
Well, a motif is when you use the same piece of music over and over again, but it isn't lazy.
Okay. Now, we know what you're all thinking. And the answer is yes. That scene was inspired by Star Wars.
Bud loves Star Wars.
Love Star Wars.
But that scene was also inspired by reality.
These days, it seems like there's an awful lot of people talking about God.
Yes, but there's also an awful lot of people talking about stuff.
It's a constant debate.
Constant.
And there are some people who think you don't really need stuff. They believe all you really need is the Bible.
And we think that's dumb. Hear me out. Is the beauty of a sunset in the Bible? Is the sound of a child's laughter in the Bible? What about bacon?
Don't get us wrong. We love the Bible.
Oh yeah, both parts.
There are so many animals in there.
Yeah, and Gutenberg loved the Bible too. That's why he wanted everyone to read it.
Which is exactly why Monk doesn't want him to have it.
Yes, Monk wants power. When you know something someone else doesn't, that is power.
That's why Doug and I tell each other everything.
That's right. We know each other's deepest, darkest secrets, and you don't.
And that is power.
But we don't want to have power over you, so we thought it might be fun if we each tell you one super secret thing about ourselves. So, Bud, take it away.
I'm a virgin.
What?
I've done everything else. I'm just saving that for marriage.
But you never told me that. You're a very old virgin.
I know that.
I know that.
I know that. So, I'm sorry, but just give me 1 second. Can I talk to you? Oh, we're still mic. I thought we had said that we were going to tell them a secret that night.
No, we can do that. Yeah, no, we can do that. I just have to dig a little deeper.
Do it, Doug. Dig deeper, Doug.
Something I've never even told you?
Something brand spanking new, Dougie. Hit me.
I killed my mom. Okay. So, ever since I was a kid, my mom wanted me to be a doctor. And I finally got up the courage one day to say to her, Mom, I don't want to be a doctor. I want to follow my dreams. And she said to me, Doug, that's not a job. You can't eat dreams. And then we got into this huge fight.
And that's when you killed your mom.
No. Many years later, she got sick and she needed a doctor. And she didn't have one because I was off following my dreams. And musical theater can do a lot of stuff, but it can't cure lupus.
Okay. Oh, wait. Did your mom not have health insurance?
I'm not made of money.
Oh, Doug. This isn't your fault. This is America's fault. America killed your mom. So, those are our secrets. I'm a virgin, and Doug thinks he killed his mom.
And now you all know that.
And now you have all the power.
And that's exactly what Gutenberg wanted.
Well, what does Helvetica want?
Well, to answer that, we're going to do our big 11 o'clock number.
But Doug, what is an 11 o'clock number?
Well, in olden times, musicals were very long and very boring. So by the time the leading lady got to her big emotional climax, the audience was home in bed.
Which is why we're singing our 11 o'clock number at 9:45.
Scene 3, Monk's Evil Tower. It's dark and it's dank.
The floor is covered with rats and feces. Helvetica sits at the window, overlooking the moon.
I'm in a tower with rats and some feces. The man I adore is so close and yet so far. If you were here, I would say, don't release me. My heart is one big scar. 'Cause I'm the stupid German when you betrayed your baby. I'm right where I ought to be. Tell them the rats in here ate me. History's paved with the hearts of the stupid. Heaven is saved for the souls who have no sin. Thought I was brave when I said, hey, cute, but I won't do that again. 'Cause now I'll never have a friend or lover, and maybe I ought to go. Maybe I might as well go to hell. Might as well go to hell. Might as well go to hell. My mama told me that hell was a bad place with no free time to come when you're low. When I'm dead, I will sure miss your cat face. But I goofed up and I know I will never leave medieval death row. So maybe I ought to go. Maybe I might as well go to hell. Might as well go to hell. Rats, sing with me. Might as well go to hell. I wanna die, but should I try to kill myself? I don't know. Not to be. I gotta do it.
Helvetica bends the bars, steps out onto the ledge, and prepares to jump. Helvetica soars over the town of Schlimmer.
I'm flying! Goodbye, rats! Goodbye, feces! Hello, Sliver! Oh, it's so beautiful! I can see my house! But it isn't real. I'm still in my tower. I betrayed you, my beautiful Hamlet. And when I say Hamlet, I'm talking about my town. 'Cause there are two meanings of the word Hamlet. Maybe I ought to drown or put my body in the ground. 'Cause I let everybody down. I'm just a crying clown wearing a bleeding brown. I hear a scary sound. It's a three-headed hound down with a brown, brown, brown in hell. Might as well come and give me Satan. I wanna be with you. I want your horns inside me. I wanna be with you in hell. Go to hell.
Hey, Doug, I'm gonna say something.
Okay?
This has been the most important night of my life.
Well, this is the most important night of my life.
I'm never gonna forget this night. I'm gonna tell my grandkids about it.
Oh, I'm gonna tell my grandparents.
Until tonight, I never knew what it felt like to open up your chest and show an audience your heart.
Yeah, it hurts. But it's a good kind of hurt.
Doug, what if this is it? Well, we rented this theater. We spent all of Uncle Travis's money. What if nobody wants our show? And this was all for nothing.
Well, maybe it is. All for nothing. But Bud, look out there. Look at all of these people. I mean, look at us. I mean, none of this should be happening. This makes no sense. And you know what? If it's not this show, then we'll just write another one and then another one. Because damn it, we're gonna die doing what we love.
Just like Uncle Travis. So, do you know why I get all squishy every time you say my Don't Cry French song is a miracle?
Honestly, I don't. I think it's really weird.
It's because a miracle came later. All I did was make up a song. You're the one who told me to write it down. You're the one who said we should write musicals. You're the one who wouldn't let us quit. You never let us quit. Even that night I ate too much Papa John's. Threw up all over the piano. You never let us quit. Well, that's the reason we're here. That's the miracle.
I didn't. That's not. I didn't.
Well, now look who's getting squishy.
Well, maybe there's two miracles then. And I don't think this is the last time we're going to do this. Because I think that the next time we do this, we're going to be sitting out there where all of them are, and we'll be wearing tuxedos because it'll be opening night. Yeah.
It'll be a giant set. And it'll have real dirt streets and real animals. And instead of 2 drunks, there'll be like 100 drunks.
Like 1,000 drunks.
Like 1 million. Like 1 million drunks. Oh, Doug, I'm so proud.
What are we supposed to talk about?
Suicide.
Oh, suicide. Suicide. Now, did you notice how in that song Helvetica kept singing about wanting to kill herself?
Suicide is an act of desperation.
Which is why it's perfect for a musical.
Les Mis,
Javert,
Miss Saigon,
Kim,
Music Man,
Shapoopy,
Annie,
Molly. But Helvetica doesn't kill herself. No, she stays locked in Monk's evil tower.
Now there's a scene that's not in the show because it's just too intense. No, stop that. That's the scene where Monk tortures Helvetica. I'm sure you can imagine it though. Helvetica curled up in a corner, dark room, water dripping down onto the cold stone floor. The roof is made of dirty thatch. Monk enters, a sinister smile on his face. wearing his finest robes, maybe even a brand new hat. Who knows? He approaches Helvetica. He reaches out to her. Is there a tender touch? Oh, we ready? Okay, great. Scene 4. The next morning.
Today is the day of the German celebration known as Festival.
Dawn is breaking over the town of Schlimmer. Beef Fat Trimmer strides forward through the stinky morning mist.
The sun it rises in the I smell bread rising with the east. For today is no ordinary day. It's the day of festival.
Today I
The
dance.
sun it rises in the east. I smell bread rising with the east. Aye. For today is no ordinary day. It's the day of festival.
We see Gutenberg pulling a wagon with the printing press inside. It is covered with a sheet. He is headed towards the town square. He still does not know the printing press has been destroyed.
They'll go nuts and lift me in their arms. When I show them my press, I'm taken to the festival.
Oh, Gutenberg, I'm sorry.
I'm so psyched.
Forgive me.
I'm even more well-liked.
The town will have its hand once they see the printing press is dead.
Today I dance.
Gutenberg, you ever feel me? Gutenberg, Gutenberg. I stop your press. Gutenberg, 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 Gutenberg.
For today is no ordinary day. It's the day of festival. It's the festival! It's the festival! It's the festival of desires. Festival, take the rest of your festivals to the fires. There is so much food I drank, it's just enough to make you think. But we should all be tickled pink, but tell me on that sense.
Don't forget, I met the devil in a haunted German wood. When I tap the monkey, I got the plan and it's happening like it should. Lots of girls in trouble and the press is rubble. And it's Guten Bubble's gonna punch. I'll just wait and see why they're Mr. G as they roast him like a bratwurst.
Why does he have to be so bad?
I've got daffodils and some roses too, but you can't have one because you're a Jew.
Shut up! Flower girl! Why must you have this ridiculous hatred of the Jews? It's irrational and it's wrong. It upsets me to see my fellow townspeople acting this way. I mean, just think of where all of this hatred could lead. Before you know it, we could be in the middle of a second world war. Which is why I have something under this sheet that could unite us all.
Oh, everyone gasps.
What have we here?
It was a printing press.
A printing press? What's that for?
it was gonna change the world.
Get him.
The townspeople converge and attack Gutenberg. They're filled with an irrational mob mentality. Soon, they collect wood, light a fire, and burn Gutenberg alive. Light shift.
The entire cast hold hands and walk to the edge of the stage.
Gutenberg's death did not end his dream.
The printing press was rebuilt and used to print many things.
Like the Gutenberg Bible.
As well as the very playbills you hold in your hands.
But Gutenberg's dream of universal literacy remains unrealized. Many people still do not know how to read.
And we're not just talking about children and blind people.
Statistics tell us that more than half the people in this room cannot read. The struggle continues.
Which is why the story of Gutenberg is an inspiration to us all.
Because it's not the success that matters, it's the dream. We're the authors of this musical. I wrote the book,
And I wrote the music.
and we both wrote the lyrics. We wrote ourselves into the finale because, like Gutenberg, we too have a dream.
And even though the printing press did not solve all of the world's problems,
Nazis.
we hope the story of the printing press did impress upon all of you the power of our dreams.
Life can be cruel and kind of cold.
And often no one's there to hold you when you cry.
So those who hope must close their eyes.
And trust a brighter future lies in dreams, where our little lives are rounded with sleep. And while the emptiness within us may be deep, we see a day when hopeless millions all can say, we eat dreams. We eat dreams. I eat them too. We eat dreams. I eat oh, them. We eat dreams.
We all want to eat dreams, right? Well, we're here to tell you that my mom was wrong. You can eat dreams. They're delicious. So we don't want you just to sit there. We want you to join with us. We're going to sing We Eat Dreams, and we want you to sing We Eat Them Too. Okay?